It is your role as a leader to set an internal culture that is free of threats and rich in unity. It's your role as a leader to set an internal culture in your practice that is free of threats and rich in unity. So you're all together. It's all together in the same boat, rowing together.
Right.
He spent a great deal of time in the book, and it was fascinating. He talked about neurochemicals. Neuroscience is so fascinating to me, Naren. It has so much to do with everything we're learning more about neuroscience than we've ever known. And Simon talked about the four, he called it EDSO, EDSO. And those are the four neurochemicals coursing through our body. E stands for endorphin, D is dopamine, S is serotonin, O is oxytocin, EDSO. Endorphins and dopamine are the selfish neurochemicals, selfish. So most of us know about endorphins. One of the reasons I love long distance running is because the way it creates endorphins in my body. So endorphins are created by your body to overcome the pain that you're experiencing working out. Endorphins. Dopamine is something that's created that makes you feel good. It's created, through your biochemistry, make you feel good when you're accomplishing a goal. It's why, almost every time I've run a marathon, I've run a half marathon, crossing that finish line, trust me, I'm in serious pain crossing that finish line, but it feels so darn good because I just accomplished a goal. That's dopamine. Serotonin and oxytocin are the selfless neurochemicals, the selfless ones. Serotonin makes you feel grateful for the people who support you. You know that feeling of gratitude that you have, Naren? Right. Then you have a sense of gratitude. That's serotonin coursing through your body. Oxytocin is responsible for love, and it's released when hugging or bonding. There's a lot of missing oxytocin during COVID-19.
Yes.
There's no hugging going on.
Right.
Now, one other neurochemical that's real that we have to address is cortisol. Cortisol is very important for us to recognize. And dentistry is a cortisol-soaked environment. Not by our doing, but it's just the nature of the beast. Cortisol means stress. Cortisol is stress. Oxytocin counteracts cortisol. It neutralizes when you're feeling stressed. If you can figure out how to create oxytocin, then it counteracts the cortisol and it eliminates the stress. Anyway, there's tremendous coverage throughout the book on EDSO, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, oxytocin. And then he's got an entire chapter on the dreaded C, which is cortisol. Very, very useful. And all this relates to a dental office because, I'll give you an example. For example, oxytocin is responsible for love and released when hugging or bonding. When you bond and connect with your patients, they're subconsciously, their biochemistry is releasing oxytocin.
Right.
And that is completely neutralizing the stress that maybe at one time they felt in visiting the dentist. So what an encouragement to develop a relationship-driven practice, because when you have a relationship-driven practice, bonding is going on.